What's up, guys? I am on my way to Chicago for my friend Stephanie's baby shower, and I wrote on Instagram, if you ask me a question by 10 a.m. I will answer it in a YouTube video. So I have all the questions written down on my phone, and I'm going to respond to them right now. So the first question was, what is my favorite thing about show day? Let's see if I hold it right here. Okay, I'll just hold it right here. Little inconvenient, but so my favorite thing about show day is probably that all the stress is like off of your shoulders. You've done all the work, and all you have to do is kind of display your hard work. So it's kind of like a huge relief when show day shows up. You know that there's nothing left to do besides act calm and display your hard work. Are you and your husband trying to have babies right now? No, we are not. I'm gonna compete one last year, and then we'll try after that. So I didn't get off birth control to get pregnant. I just kind of wanted to get off fake hormones and kind of let my body reestablish those real hormones. So if there's a problem, by the time I want to get pregnant, I'll be able to hopefully jump into it and have a period if it ends up not coming back for a while. Best tip for maintaining weight and being flexible. My best tip for I would say maintaining your weight and being super flexible, so eating intuitively, is keeping an eye on portions. Let's see, where can I put this so it's not super dark? It probably isn't dark, it's just really bright, but anyway, I would say, ooh, this is good. I'll make sure you're not in it. I would say, okay, so best tip for maintaining weight and being flexible would be keeping an eye on portions. So say I'm eating intuitively and I'm on vacation, eat before stop eating before you're full, drink some water, let your stomach catch up with you, and then you'll realize you're satisfied before you end up eating all of what was served to you when you weren't even really truly physically hungry for it in the first place. And then if you're gonna overdo the portions, just stay active. So when we were in Colorado, the day that we hiked in Rocky Mountain National Park, I did have a little bit more food than I usually eat on a normal basis, but that was okay because all the activity kind of helped even it out. And I was able to come back about my same weight. I was a little bit less when I came back, and then it evened out after a few days back home. Favorite all-time supplement, I would say multivitamins and fish oil. That's something I've been taking consistently for since 2011. I've been taking it every single day, even when I go on vacation. I would say show day is just the only day that I don't take multivitamins or any vitamins, because your body's dehydrated and in a depleted state that it's not going to be able to really absorb it, and it might mess with your stomach a little bit. So multivitamins and fish oil. Best fast food for eating on the go. I mean, you can order chicken from anywhere, but the question is it going to be chicken, or is it going to be something that looks like chicken? That is titled chicken. I would say I trust Chick-fil-A the most out of all the fast food restaurants. And I mean, obviously at Panera, I would trust that the most, but that's not always available. But Chick-fil-A, I probably would trust the most, but still I had the grilled chickens, chicken nuggets before. We went to the Dave Matthews concert, and it ran right through me. I always thought Chick-fil-A was not processed or anything, but my body kind of rejected it. So that just goes to show that it's not, there was something added to it that my body couldn't really handle, because it's used to really whole foods and quality meat and all that. Diet soda, I like it. Is it good or bad? You know, everyone's gonna have their opinion on this. I say if diet soda is the worst thing you're doing for your diet, then you are in the clear. Like, you should not be ashamed of yourself if that's the worst thing you're doing. Like, you could be stuffing your face with like burgers and candy all day, or your flaw could be that you're having a diet soda occasionally. So that really, that's not a problem. You can still get results. Like, I have diet soda when I'm on prep. I just try to limit it maybe to like 1 every 3 days. And then when I get closer, probably like cutting that out completely. You know, they do say that the artificial sugars make you crave more, because you don't get that like actual sugar fix, and so it like makes you crave more sugars. I don't know how true that is. There's so many studies out there that will say no, say yes. I say if you like diet soda, go for it. Just don't overdo it. I would say like 1 a day tops, and even 1 a day might be thought of as a lot, but I've done 1 a day before and I'm fine. I go through phases. Right now I don't really drink soda, only on the weekends maybe. And then, do you train people in person? Yes. So I have like it's kind of like, it's the same business, but it's like 2 separate businesses. I train people from 5 a.m. to noon. Most days, I mean, there's some hours in there that I'm not really training people, and I'll answer emails in between. And then I'll go eat. I'll go home, I'll eat, I'll work out, and then I'll answer emails for about like 4 or 5 hours after that. So yes, I do train people in St. Louis, but I do not have any openings, so I'm trying to keep that very light, because I want to devote a lot of my time to my online training. And then, how do you reduce quad size? This is the last one. So losing muscle is a lot harder than gaining muscle in, I would say, like 3 out of 4 people. So you just have to be patient. If you want to reduce your quads, like, don't work them. So don't do squats. And if you like any kind of leg exercise you're gonna do, it's gonna secondarily target your quads. So you have to be careful, and that's why I took off almost a whole entire year. Why can't I think? Almost a whole entire year from weights, and I just did body weight. So it really gave my quads some time to like reduce, and it worked. And then I would say also not giving your legs enough time to recover. So when I was trying to reduce my quad size, I lifted legs 3 to 4 times a week. So that didn't give my legs enough time to recover, so it would build. So when you're in the gym, why are you like, it's like swerving. When you're in the gym, you're breaking down that muscle tissue and you're tearing it apart. So when that's why recovery is so important. You have to sleep, you have to get enough nutrients, so it mends that muscle back together and it'll come back stronger, and that's how you build muscle. So if you don't have enough recovery in between leg workouts, you're not going to build. So that's another way to make sure you're not growing too much, is constantly, like, you know, more frequency of working out that muscle group, if that makes sense. And that was the last one. Thank you guys for your questions. I'm gonna try to get this up ASAP when I get home, since it was just like a quick Q&A, and I will talk to you guys later. We are on our way to Chicago, actually. I wanted to say this. I haven't been to like the Naperville area like since high school. I went to Neuqua Valley High School in the Chicago suburbs of Naperville, so I'm like so pumped, because I'm gonna take Twain downtown Naperville, and we're gonna like go to all my favorite like high school spots, and we're going to like White Chocolate Grill. And aren't you excited? He wants to listen to Dave Matthews, so I better go.